guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I am back with something which is almost becoming a little bit of a series of things. So today we're going to be looking at all the Suzi nail polishes that OPI have ever released, and we're going to see how many you and how many I have of these. And I'd love you to all, like we have done before with this type of video, in the comments let me know how many of these Suzi and OPI nail polishes you have. I had more than what I thought. So we're going to go through this list. There's about 30 of them. So yeah, let's see how many of these Suzi named OPI nail polishes you all own and how many I own. So a little bit of background from it. Suzi Weiss-Fishman is the co-founder of OPI, and she started the brand with her brother. Now it seems that the naming of the Suzi polish started in 2005 with the first one we're going to talk about, and then it kind of was a bit sporadic for a while. They would kind of include one every few collections, and then by the French collection that it then became a staple, and ever since that French collection, in the spring and the autumn fall collection, there has been a Suzi named polish in it ever since. So you're getting two Suzis a year since that French collection. I really think that I love the Suzi polishes because they have great puns to them normally, and sometimes I feel like they're kind of like the standouts in the collection, and I don't know if it's just because you remember the names a bit easier because they've got the word Suzi in them, but I love the concept, and it makes it very personal to the brand, including Suzi in all the polishes. So we're going to go through the ones from oldest to newest, and forgive me, I am describing these from, like, I don't even, you'll be able to see in a minute, but like the plain bottle shot, so I can't see if some of these polishes have like shimmer in them, but I'm going to go through and describe them. I'll pop a pop-up of the bottle shot on the screen for them all if I don't have the actual polish, and let's see how many we have. Let's go. So as I said, the first one that we have is the OPI from the Japanese collection, which is Suzi Sells Sushi by the Seashore. Don't make me say that again. And this is kind of like a peachy pink, and I guess we've got to remember that back in 2005 this is the kind of colours they were doing. They weren't doing yellows, they weren't doing bright blues, it was more in those red, pink, neutrally salon type shades. So I actually really do like the look of this from the bottle shot. I don't have it. I wonder if how many of you out there have some of these really older ones, like 2005, 15 years ago. But that first one is Suzi Sells Sushi by the Seashore. Why? From the Australian collection, the next one we have is Suzi Loves Sydney, and this is more of like a winey colour, like a Merlot, a red wine, where it looks like to be that reddy tone, and then you do maybe have a little bit of shimmer from the picture that I'm looking at here. There could be shimmer in that one. So that one there was Suzi Loves Sydney. No, I don't have any of these really early ones, if that was any surprise. I'm going to be so impressed by you guys that have these older ones, but not me. We then have from the Russian collection Suzi Says Da, and this looks kind of similar to Suzi Loves Sydney, other than this is a cream polish, again in a dark red, but I feel that Suzi Says Da has a little bit of a brown tone to it and appears to be more of a cream, whereas the previous one I think has a little bit of shimmer in there. So that one is Suzi Says Da. Now from this one onwards, this is the French collection. There is a OPI Suzi in every collection, as I previously said. So this one is called Crepes Suziette. Crepes Suziette. Depends how you want to pronounce that in French, but I'm going to go with Crepes Suziette. And this is a red toned polish. Again, it looks like maybe it has a little bit of a brown tone to it. So not your straight up red, definitely something a little earthy, little terracotta in there. Really like this one as well. Again, like I said at the start, I was kind of surprised at how, when I was flicking through all these pictures, I would probably buy a lot of the Suzi polishes. So yeah, that one was Crepes Suziette, something like that. Then we have Suzi and the Lifeguard. Now this one is a nice light pastel cream, a pastel pink cream colour, kind of like a Barbie-esque, maybe a tiny bit neutral. The picture that I've got actually has it compared to Mod About You, and it looks like it's a little bit darker than Mod About You. But that one there was Suzi and the Lifeguard. Now we move on to some of these iconic ones that the next few I just think of are such iconic shades, and shades that I would pick up because of the iconicness, but yeah, I still don't have any of these yet. I do have some, I promise. They're coming, they're coming. So this one is Suzi Skis in the Pyrenees, and this is one that, again, that I've really wanted for a long time. It's a nice dark grey with a lot of purple tones to it, like I don't even know, this was also a hybrid of purple and grey. I don't even know. A grapple? Oh, maybe. So this is like a dark, it's like a dark grey purple colour, and it looks to be just a cream finish. So really, again, another one that I would quite like a lot. So that one is Suzi Skis in the Pyrenees. We then have Suzi Says Feng Shui, and another one again, which is one that I've always looked at. A few times I've picked up and put down. It's a mid-tone blue, maybe a few drops of greeny in there. This is one that I feel that a lot of you out there would have had or do have in your collections. And again, a really gorgeous shade, and maybe I should make it my mission to buy some more of these Suzi polishes because it looks gorgeous. So that one there was Suzi Says Feng Shui. One that I hadn't heard of as much, it did kind of sound familiar, and this is I'm Suzi and I'm a Chocoholic, and it is kind of, as you would expect, kind of a chocolatey brown colour, but there does look like there is a little bit of red in there as well. I hope you agree. Quite a warm brown, like a melted chocolate, as the word says. So I'm Suzi and I'm a Chocoholic. I will have as well down below here, when I have the name of the polish, the collection that it's from as well, if I do forget to mention it. Because the next one is from, I believe, the Texas collection, I want to say. Texas collection, and this is Suzi Loves Cowboys. And this is a really dark brown colour, like say, kind of like a cow kind of colour, cowboy kind of colour, rusticy type colour shade there. So Suzi Loves Cowboys. Suzi Takes the Wheel is like a putty grey green colour, and I remember from this sort of era there was a lot of polishes in this colour range. I want to feel like they're getting towards moving a little bit more ugly, dirty, different, and this is maybe when OPA started to take a turn. The one, actually no, this exact collection, which is one that I was thinking of, Touring America, I feel that collection, because I was just getting into nail polish at this point, the Touring America collection had some blues and some greens and some different shades to it, so I feel like we had like a bit of a change in tone at this point. So that one there was Suzi Takes the Wheel. Pedal Faster Suzi is another one that I thought I might have had, but I don't. I think I'm getting it confused with another one that I do have, because there is a couple of pinks coming up in this which is similar. Now this one has a description of it which says it's a lavender pink with a sparkling punch. So this one is not just a cream finish, this one definitely has a little bit of silver shimmer to it. I just don't have it. Pedal Faster Suzi. Another one that I really want, and this is Suzi and the 7 Dusseldorfs. I think this Germany collection has, again, a lot of iconic shades that I really want to go back and pick. Is it Berlin there, Done That, 999, Okay Fine. Like, all of those were absolutely gorgeous, and this is the same, where it is kind of like a purple, darker purple fuchsia colour with some shimmer in there. Beautiful. Suzi and the 7 Dusseldorfs. I have the next one. That's where you entered your round of applause. This one is Suzi's Hungary again, and I wasn't sure that you had this one or not. When I was going through my bottles and just picking out all the ones that had Suzi in the name, I was surprised to find that I had this one. So it also was one that I kind of forgot that I owned. It's a mid-tone pink, and there is a very subtle shimmer in there, very subtle silver shimmer. I don't think the silver translates to the nails from memory, but one that I owned, Suzi's Hungary again, as in like Hungary like the country. I think this was from the Europe collection. We've started a roll now. I then have keeping Suzi At Bay, and this one is another one that, when I think of the San Francisco collection, I think, oh, there was that beautiful deep cobalt blue. Keeping Suzi At Bay. Great polish. Where did Suzi's man go? I'm on a roll now. This is one of my favourite pun names of all time. This one, and actually another Suzi one that's coming. This Where Did Suzi's Man Go is just hilarious to me, and I am obsessed just with it by the name. It is a mango orange, needs a little bit of a shake up there. It's a light mango-y peachy orange colour, really great, came out in the Brazil collection, and like I say, just a great pun. Where did Suzi's man go? Suzi Has a Swede Tooth is next, and this is, from the picture, it looks to be a little bit more of a blue toned pink compared to Suzi's Hungary again. One that I feel, again, a lot of you guys out there are going to have it. I don't, and I think it's because I've got another Suzi's pink one, that maybe that's why I didn't pick this one up. But that one is Suzi Has a Swede Tooth. Suzi Shops and Island Hops is a light Barbie pastel pink cream colour. This is similar to one that we'd already had. Let me scroll back through. A little bit similar to Suzi and the Lifeguard, I want to say, and maybe even Pedal Faster Suzi. We've had some lighter pinks that are in a similar type of tone there. So that one is Suzi Shops and Island Hops. Another one that I have is Oh Suzi Mio, and I wasn't sure if I had this. I knew that I'd had it, but I wasn't sure if it was still in my collection. It's just a really deep purple cream finish. It's nothing special, just a straight up purple cream. I think that's why I've always been like, do I keep this, do I not? It's been one of those polishes. So that one there is Oh Suzi Mio. The next one is Suzi Nails New Orleans, and let's think about this comparatively. No, I want to say this is probably a different tone. Maybe it's a little bit similar to Suzi's Hungary again, quite kind of like a mid pink tone, maybe a little bit more blue than Suzi's Hungary again. Maybe this one doesn't have a shimmer in it. It's just another pink Suzi. So that one is Suzi Nails New Orleans. Suzi, the First Lady of Nails, is the next one from the Washington DC collection. I have it. I have 5. I am impressed with myself. This is just a really ugly, pretty, dirty camo green. I absolutely love this one. When that collection came out, I thought it was one of the best autumn fall collections of all time, the Washington DC collection. It was absolutely stunning. So that one is Suzi, the First Lady of Nails. Suzi Without a Paddle, I'm on a roll. This one's from the Fiji collection. I have this in Infinite Shine. This is a really, really nice, bright, light blue, few drops of green in there. This is similar to a few other OPIs, no other Suzi ones, but similar to a few other OPI ones. But I did pick this one up. It's just great, nice, light, almost white-based pastel blue. Suzi Without a Paddle. Suzi and the Arctic Fox. This came out in the Scottish collection, and it's really nice. There was a few in that collection where they were similar in tone, but I really enjoyed this one. It's again like a dark grey purple. What other one was dark and grey and purple? There was another one, wasn't there? Suzi Skis in the Pyrenees. It would be interesting to see how this compares, because on the bottle shots, maybe Suzi Skis looks a little bit more grey, but they do look pretty similar actually, to be honest. That one there is Suzi and the Arctic Fox. Okay, so you remember I said I loved Suzi's Mango? Above that, I think it's this one, Suzi Chases Portu-geese. It's just incredible. I just think it's so funny. And this is just a nice white colour. It's maybe one drop of grey, but pretty much a stark white base. And I do think that when you look at these, there's a few pinks that are similar, but obviously because it's OPI and that's what they did so much back in the day, so I'm not surprised that we've had a few repeats. But it does seem going more towards more modern day, that they are rotating through the colours for these Suzis, so I think that's great as well. And another one that I love, and the name, Suzi Chases Portu-geese, iconic. We then have Suzi, I think it's like Suzi Will Catch You Later, but is it Quechua? Apologies. This is a mid-tone pink cream. Again, a little bit similar to Suzi has a Swede tooth in the pictures is what it kind of looks similar to, but maybe a little bit more dusty, a little bit more grey tone to it. It's a really nice colour actually. I didn't really get many from this Peru collection. I think I have maybe 2 or 3, but maybe something that I should pick up actually. So that is Suzi Will Quechua Later. I really apologise, I probably butchered that. From the Tokyo collection, we have Suzi Sans Climbs Fuji-san, and this is a nice bright teal colour. Again, a colour that I definitely would have picked up, but I probably have a few other colours similar to this from OPI, but again, we don't have any other Suzi polishes in this colour, so I do really appreciate that again. So that turquoise was Suzi San Climbs Fuji-san, mouthful. What a mouthful. And we then have Suzi Needs a Locksmith. This came out in the Scottish collection. A really great like terracotta orange colour. Really, really beautiful. And again, this one as well as the Washington DC collection were beautiful autumnal colours in that collection. I absolutely adored the whole thing as a whole. And Suzi Needs a Locksmith is a perfect pun name for Scotland. So that one is that one. Now from brand new this year, we have in Mexico City, we have Suzi's Slinging, God, I'm going to butcher this again, Suzi's Slinging Mezcal. I'm sorry, I apologise. So this one looks like to be a gold shimmery foily type colour. I'd love to see a real swatch of this actually, because in the bottle it looks like a really yellow gold, but it looks like there's some shimmery sparkle to it. Very different. I'm not a huge fan of yellow, really yellow golds, so this might not be for me, but I do appreciate that it's one of the first ones that we have that is not a straight up cream colour, so very interesting. Let's try this again. Suzi's Slinging Mezcal. That sounded a little better. And probably a lot of you don't have this one because it's just going live at the moment, but this is from this year's autumn collection, and this is called Suzi Talks With Her Hands, and this looks to be a really nice mid-toned grey polish. So again, not a colour that we've had in the Suzi lineup before, which I appreciate. Yeah, just looks like to be a mid-toned grey cream kind of colour. So that will be coming out anytime around now, so that will be what we have up to the end of 2020 when it comes to Suzi polishes. So that was the 28 OPI Suzi named nail polishes. Hopefully I didn't go through them too quick. I thought this video could easily be 40 minutes long. So I would love to know how many of them you had in the comments below. My total was, drumroll please, 9. I had 9 of these OPI Suzi named nail polishes. Just in summary at the end. Overall, I love that looking at them all together, there is a really wide variety of shade colours, other than a few pinks, which I think there was even a red. Was there even a red? There wasn't even a straight up red, so maybe that's what they'll do next year. But I just love that with aside from a few pinks, there was a wide variety of Suzi polishes. They didn't always put Suzi on the same colour, which I really, really enjoyed as a whole. I thought the pun names of them were extraordinary. I think that's my favourite part of the seeing each collection, is kind of seeing what the Suzi nail polish is going to be. So yeah, really fun. I just love this personal element that OPI have in their line. So once again, how many did you have out of 28? I'm sure many of you out there would have more than my 9. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon.